Welcome to Learn English Everyday Academy.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Alex.
So let's talk about the number one goal for, well, probably every English learner out there.
Improving your speaking confidence.
Exactly. We all want to feel comfortable, ordering food, talking to a teacher, maybe just chatting with friends.
But then that nervousness kicks in, right?
Yeah.
And suddenly it feels like all the words just disappear from your brain.
Yeah, that anxiety is so real. And honestly, there's no magic pill for it.
Right.
The best way to get better at speaking is just to speak a lot. Speak, speak, speak.
But just telling someone to go speak when they're terrified isn't really that helpful, is it?
Not at all. So that's our mission today. We've put together a kind of cheat sheet.
We've got tips, phrases, and techniques to help you break that anxiety and start sounding natural, like right away.
We want to boost how comfortable and natural you sound to other people.
Let's dive in.
Okay, so first things first, we have to start with attitude.
The right mindset.
Exactly. Confidence isn't really about how big your vocabulary is. It's about your mindset. You have to switch from, I hope I don't make a mistake, to
I can do this, and mistakes are just data.
mistakes are just data. I love that. It's not a failure. It's just information for how to improve next time.
For sure. Because your brain is already doing so much work. And if you make a mistake, you just learn from it and move on. No big deal.
And that applies to listening, too. When you're listening, don't focus on the one or two words you don't understand.
Oh, because that just makes you panic.
Totally. Instead, focus on the words you do understand. It keeps you positive and engaged in the conversation.
Okay, so building on that positivity, let's talk about the power of saying yes.
This is a huge one. Saying yes to any opportunity to practice, even when it feels really scary or awkward.
Like if a friend invites you to meet their English-speaking family.
Say yes. Or if you find an online study group, say yes to that too. These real-world situations are the absolute best training for your brain.
That leads to a really important point about practice. A lot of us, we read books or listen to music in English.
Which is great. That builds your passive knowledge.
But it's not enough to actually improve your speaking. You have to activate the language.
You have to speak it out loud. Think about it like you're an athlete. You wouldn't just read about your sport. You'd practice the physical movements over and over.
That's such a good analogy. Speaking as a physical skill.
It is. When you read out loud, your mouth and your brain practice making the right shapes, linking the sounds. It builds motor memory.
And that's what makes you fluent. It moves words from slow memory to fast automatic use.
Okay, so that's the foundation. Let's move on to some really practical strategies for those high-stress moments.
I love this first one, the cheat sheet idea. It sounds a bit like cheating, but it's not.
Huh. It does, but it's really just smart preparation.
So what is it?
It's for those difficult situations, like a doctor's appointment or a job interview, situations where you know what the topic will be.
Right. So you feel nervous because you're worried you won't know the right words.
Exactly. So before you go, you do a little research. Find 5 or 10 key phrases you know you'll need and write them down.
You're basically giving yourself a script, a safety net.
It reduces the cognitive load. That's a technical term.
Yeah.
You free up your brain space to focus on understanding what the other person is saying.
But wait, won't that make me dependent on the paper? What happens when I don't have it?
That's a great question. The cheat sheet is just temporary. It's like training wheels. After you use those phrases in real life a few times, they move from the paper into your long-term memory.
I get it now. You're practicing success, not failure.
Exactly. Okay, so let's talk about another situation that makes everyone nervous.
Phone calls.
Phone calls. Ugh. They're so hard because you lose all the nonverbal information. You can't see their face, their body language.
So the tip is just practice.
Pretty much. Start with friends, people who will be patient with you. Then you can move on to making real appointments.
And you can use your cheat sheet for the phone call.
That's the perfect time for it. You're practicing a difficult skill, but you have your safety net right there.
Okay, tip number 3. This one might feel a bit weird for people.
The recorder trick. Yes, you have to record your own voice.
Why does that work so well?
Because when you're speaking, you're not actually hearing yourself clearly. Your brain is busy planning the next sentence.
But when you listen back to the recording, you're like an outside observer.
Exactly. You can hear if you're speaking too fast or if you're mumbling. It's objective feedback.
And I've heard that a lot of students are actually surprised.
They are. They often find out their speaking is much clearer than they thought it was, which is a huge confidence boost.
That's amazing. Okay, final tip in this section, and maybe the most important.
Have fun.
Yes, learning is so much easier when you enjoy it.
Don't let your practice become a chore. be silly. Talk to yourself while you're making coffee.
I am now walking to the kitchen. I'm opening the fridge.
Exactly. Or sing along to your favorite English songs. It's great for practicing rhythm and flow.
Ooh, my favorite is doing impromptu one-minute speeches on a funny topic, like 3 reasons why cats are better than dogs.
It's low stakes, playful practice. Okay, let's move into our fluency builder section.
This is where we focus on making your words fit together naturally, like a native speaker.
Right, we're going to stop thinking about single words and start thinking in chunks.
Chunks of language that your brain processes is one thing. It makes you sound so much faster and more natural.
Our first chunk is for talking about location. It's super common around here.
So instead of asking something formal like, where's a bank located in this area?
You just say, is there a bank around here? Simple, casual.
And you can make it even more specific with right around the corner.
Yeah, that means it's super close. Like on the very next street, found a great coffee shop right around the corner.
It's so flexible. I love that.
Okay, our second phrase is in a bit of a hurry. This is a polite way to say you don't have much time.
It's so useful for managing conversations. If a friend calls when you're leaving, you can just say, hey, I can't talk long. I'm in a bit of a hurry.
It's much softer than just saying, I have to go. It shows you respect their time.
Definitely. Okay, what's next?
Next is for those moments we all have when you forget something.
Oh, no.
The phrase has slipped my mind. It means you forgot something accidentally. It's just poof, went out of your head.
It has a really nice apologetic feel to it. Like, I'm so sorry I forgot your birthday, completely slipped my mind.
Right. It shows it wasn't intentional. The information just slipped away.
I use that one all the time. Okay, what's our fourth phrase?
Terrible with. This is a great little chunk to admit something you're not good at.
And you follow with a noun, right? Like, I'm terrible with names.
Or I'm terrible with directions. I get lost all the time.
For me, it's I'm terrible with faces. I can meet someone and then not recognize them an hour later.
And that actually brings us to a really important social strategy. What do you do when a name just slips your mind right after you've met someone?
Ugh, that's the most stressful social situation ever. It's paralyzing.
It is, but there are a couple of smooth ways to handle it without having to say, sorry, what was your name again?
Okay, I need to hear this.
Tactic 1. Ask for their business card. Their name is printed right on it. You look professional, not forgetful.
That's brilliant. What's tactic 2?
Ask them to write down their email for you. You can say something like, could you jot down your email so I can send you that link?
And their name is usually in the email address.
It often is. Problem solved, and you look super organized.
I am 100% using that. Okay, finally, let's talk about greetings.
Right. So many learners default to, hello, how are you today?
Which is perfectly fine, but it can sound a little formal or like it's from a textbook.
To sound more casual and natural with friends or classmates, try something like, how's it going? Or even just, what's up?
And remember, you're using a whole phrase, a chunk. That 5-word chunk, how's it going, sounds so much more fluent than just saying 1 or 2 words.
Okay, that was a lot. We covered mindset, focusing on mistakes as data.
And we gave you those practical tools like the cheat sheet and the recorder trick.
And we wrapped up with some great fluency chunks like in a bit of a hurry, and that lifesaver, it slipped my mind.
So now we want to turn it back to you. What are you terrible with?
Yeah.
Names? Directions?
And which fun speaking tip will you try this week? Are you going to sing in the car or give an impromptu speech?
Remember, the main takeaway here is to practice often, be strategic, and start using these simple phrases to feel more confident.
Go out there and put these tips into practice. You've got this.
Thanks for listening. This is Learn English Everyday Academy.